this is Ananda, and this is this week's Invitations from Spirit, and it's for the week commencing the 16th of March 2026. So I'm using Doni Amoris Soul Freedom Energy card deck, and I'm just going to take the cards out and see what invitations there are for us this week in terms of experience, understanding, wisdom. Okay, so the intention for this reading is that we have clear messages, clear invitations, clear accurate ones, and it comes from unconditional love, only from 100% light, and it comes through as well with unconditional love and acceptance for all. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle, and I'm going to cut the deck into two, and okay, and it's the right side, and I'm cutting it into two again, as the side again, and so I'm going to allow my left hand, the intuitive side, to choose which side, so as I keep cutting it, so that we come down to one card, and this is it. Self-love. So we're coming into the final, this is the final week of the Mercury retrograde, and maybe it's been fantastic, and it's been a fantastically exciting ride, but whatever it has brought up for us, whatever the invitations have been over the last couple of weeks, is communication. Mercury is the planet of communication, and also knowledge, understanding. So and it's also a time of reflection, and sometimes things which did not get completed, and you have an opportunity to complete them. But for this week, we are asked to love ourselves and ask ourselves, where in our lives are we not fulfilling this? Are we not accepting ourselves? Are we not loving ourselves? Self-love is such an important thing. It's not coming from selfishness, it's not coming from fear, it's not coming from anything other than love and respect for self. So being asked, okay, what can you do this week which will feed you more, which will imbue you with more of this beautiful color and this beautiful energy? What can you do for yourself which will bring love through to you? Because I really do believe at the end of the day, even though our parents may have been absolutely wonderful and really, really perfect, it is up to us to really provide ourselves with the love that we really crave and the love that we really want. Okay, so I think this week is very, very important for self-reflection, and yes, how we can really, really love and accept ourselves. And I mean, this is it's a tricky one, because it's a tricky one. I find it's a tricky one. It's personally, perhaps for you it's not, and all you need to do is just take a break from work, or maybe be more mindful and to be more present of your thoughts, and in a way that would help you to be more grounded, and to appreciate life more. It could be something as simple as that. It could be as simple as making a date for yourself to go out into the countryside, or eating a little better, eating the things that you really like, so that you feel, you feel that you are cared for. Yeah, you're cared for. You're very well taken care of. Okay, so this week is very much about that. Making the time, thinking about what you can do for yourself. Or perhaps it's also about thinking about how you would like others to treat you. Whether you need to speak up and say, look, this is not very respectful. I need you to stop that. It's not a very loving response, okay? Constructive criticism is one thing, but criticism which comes from envy, or it comes from, any other source besides love and acceptance of you, perhaps it may be time to say no. No, thank you. Not anymore. Not for me. Not for me, and not anymore. Yeah, so that's also part of loving yourself, knowing when to set better boundaries. And as communication becomes a little bit jangled during this time, it's a good place to really check to see how you are communicating with others, through how you treat yourself and what you say about yourself, whether you're and whether you're kind of putting yourself down in front of others. So we have to be very, very careful about that this week, and to take steps to change that. Okay, because if we don't love and respect ourselves, it's very, very difficult for others to actually love and respect us too. Yeah, so it's very much at the core of this week and the core of ourselves. How would we like others to treat us at this moment in time? Do we want it to be loving and respectful? And will it give, is everyone allowed a voice? Because if not, why? And what can we do to make changes? What can we do to speak up for ourselves more? Or if you feel that you are the spokesperson for a group who have no voice, like for animals or for children, or for the for people who are unable to really take care of themselves, perhaps it is also time to speak for them. Okay, so self-love is very much for ourselves, and also perhaps recognizing it for others too, the love for others as well, but very much about making sure that our boundaries are respected. All boundaries are respected. No bullies are welcome. No bullies are welcome. And perhaps it is time to put a stop to any local pushing around which may be happening. Yeah, whether it's at work or elsewhere, or within your family, or whether your expectations for yourself are based on others' expectations for you. So that is another thing to look at too. What do you really want? What do you really want? What do you really want to express at this moment? What do you really want to be at this moment? Is this what society is expecting of me, or is this what I want for me? And that is also bound into self-love. Having enough respect and honor for yourself first, and not being shoved around in any direction because, people say you should be like this or you should be like that. And maybe it's time to say, no, this is how I really am. And this is what I want to express. And this is how and what I want to be. Okay? So I hope this is helpful. And I hope that you do take the time to really investigate this for yourself. And yeah, Spirit will be bringing this up for all of us as a collective this week, I'm sure. So let's be open to it with an open heart and a lot of love, and just make sure that we do not kick ourselves or blame ourselves for anything. We can always start afresh each day. Okay? So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that this is useful for you. Please give it a thumbs up, and perhaps you may like to share it with your friends. And apologies for last week's one. It was actually created last Sunday, and for some reason it just wouldn't upload on my YouTube channel. It took me 3 days of trying, and when I finally discovered why, I'm quite luckily I managed to sort of fix it, and finally it uploaded. Okay, but have a wonderful week, and I hope that you are engulfed with this beautiful energy of self-love, loving kindness to yourself, respect, and awe as well as to how limitless we really are. Okay, namaste for now. Thank you, and bye.